If anybody out there knew who she was, you know she definitely wanted to light up the room.
The police officer who shot and killed a 16-year-old Indigenous girl at this intersection in April will not face any criminal charges. The fatal gunshot came as Aisha Hudson and her friends fled from police in a stolen car after a liquor store theft. The independent investigation unit releasing their decision Thursday after reviewing witness accounts, a use of force expert opinion, and a recommendation from provincial prosecutors to not press charges.
I feel complete anger. I feel the report was unclear and one-sided. I feel frustrated and disappointed with the outcome. The IAU works with the police every day. They can't be trusted to give a fair opinion.
This investigation was a complete and thorough review of all available evidence.
Investigators say Hudson rammed a police car, sped down Lajmodier Boulevard, crossing the median into the wrong lane before jumping back over and hitting a civilian vehicle. The officer who shot her wrote in his notes he did so because he feared there was a lethal threat. An unnamed use of force expert in the report agreed with his assessment.
Officers are required to react in parts of seconds to situations that are volatile and fluid and can change on the moment when the risks to themselves or others in the public arise.
He identified Aisha, my daughter, as an Indigenous person. Who was young. Then he made an assumption that she was dangerous criminal, and that she had a weapon.
The shooting officer noted Hudson spun the front of the vehicle toward them, but witness video shows the vehicle actually spun the other way.
Unfortunately, at times, too commonplace for someone to actually get a recollection wrong. But in sum total, when you add in and factor in the video that was received from one of our eyewitnesses in this matter, I'm satisfied that on the whole, all of the evidence does make sense and supports the findings.
One of the girls in the car with Hudson told investigators Hudson stopped reversing because she didn't want to hit the officers. The family is calling for an inquiry into police-caused deaths of Indigenous people in Manitoba.
When a cop pulls out his gun, think twice to what you're doing, you know what I mean? This has to stop. In Canada, in Manitoba, in law enforcement, in, you know what I mean? Our lives matter as well.
In Winnipeg, Stephanie Lasuk, City News.
Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs Grand Chief Arlen Dumas was also with the family of Aisha Hudson today to show support and call for a public inquiry.
Why weren't any other means put forward? I encourage everybody to watch the video and read the report, and you will see the contradictory statements. You will see why everyone is so concerned and upset, and that something must be done in order to rectify the situation. Those are my comments. We stand by the family. We demand that there is an inquest, and we will continue to stand with in honor of Aisha Hudson's life.
The Southern Chiefs organization also issued a statement late this afternoon in response to the IIU's findings. It reads, "A tragedy such as this, when life is taken at such a young age, needs to create profound systemic change and lead to questions about the use of deadly force. Unfortunately, we know that more fatal police shootings took place shortly after Aisha's tragic death. Much more is needed from police services in terms of overcoming centuries of systemic racism." Winnipeg's chief of police released a statement calling Hudson's death tragic. It reads in part, "Let's not forget Aisha Hudson was a teenager. A lot of people cared about her. I want to acknowledge her family and friends. The circumstances led to a split-second decision to use lethal force to stop the scenario from escalating further. All of us would have liked the outcome to be different. I speak as a member of the community, and I speak as a member and the leader of the police service."